bitch, I wanna party like Chris Farley.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the episode of ClusterTruck. So, I'm on the boss right now. I didn't realize that at the end of the last episode, the last level we were on was going to be the last level before the boss. And I said in the next one it was just going to be the boss, and here we are, the boss. I've kind of figured out a strategy for this boss. It doesn't mean I can do it, but I figured out the strategy for it. And if I don't pass the boss in this stream, usually only takes about 20 to 30 minutes, then I will probably pass to the next one, or I've already passed it in the next one, and then be just doing basically a review of the game, and basically what I liked and what I didn't like about it. Personally, I can already tell what I don't like about this boss. I don't like the force-tasive pull to the left. I don't like that. I feel like that definitely messes up with the aim of it, nor do I like the fact that you have to hit the button twice. It used to be 3 times, which I'm glad they lowered it down to 2, but I still feel like there should be 2 modes for the boss, like an easy mode and kind of like a normal-ish mode, and kind of like a cup-ahead situation where you can pass the level on easy mode, but in order for you to get the achievement you have to pass it on normal. That way, like the easy mode, you only have to press the button once, that we can get a feel for it, but the normal mode you have to press the button twice. I feel like, and then the hard mode could be like 3 times or something. I feel like that's definitely a lot more better than having to press the button twice almost instantly, because right now, the journey, you have to go all the way to the top of the mountain. Oh my god, the top of the monster, and if you mess up once or like fail in some capacity, even if after you've hit the button once, you have to start from the beginning and hit the button twice. I feel like it should be one of those things where you hit the button, and regardless of whether or not you die, the button still counts as it has been pushed at least. That way it can at least, you know, feel a little bit better, because known to me, I'm probably gonna hit the button once and be on the way to hitting the button twice and die right before I get the chance to. But at least I figured out that we always have to wait to the end of the cycle. Like, don't go right when it smashes its hand down the first time, otherwise you will die. Oh Jesus Christ. Well, like, honestly, this is like find the button 20.0. It's like there's no way you can pass this successfully without like dying a few times. And I've already died about like 20-ish times before even streaming. And so far, what you just saw in the past time was the farthest I've gotten up that monster. It's a lot. Genuinely, it's just a lot. I personally don't like it. Like I said, I feel like there should be 2 modes. Not saying that I would definitely pass the game on easy mode, but it would be a lot more easier for me knowing that I can at least practice on like an easy mode type situation than it would be to know that I only have 1 shot only, and if I don't get that 1 shot, then I'm basically fucked, kind of like how I am right now. Oh fuck. It's one of the situations where you get so close, but if you lose your momentum, then you're fucked, essentially. So you cannot lose momentum, but at the same time, you also have to lose momentum because of the turns. So what the fuck are you supposed to do then? Kind of what I was doing before, where I was like, do I go on it on the first try? Because, like I said, I've watched people play this game. I watched Jacksepticeye play this game. And personally, I feel like what he did was phenomenal in this game. From what I've literally done in this game, I swear to God, like, even though his videos probably edited a lot, I do enjoy like watching it. I do enjoy watching people struggle, if that makes sense. Like watching the technique and the movements of said, you know, episode, because I hadn't watched it. This game kind of like 3-4 years ago or something like that. So like I watched it back when it first came out, so I don't really remember the technique that he used, but I definitely do remember the fact of it was difficult. I think some, because I've had friends who speedrun games. Not necessarily they don't like stream it or upload it to YouTube, but they speedrun games. Even though one of my friends who was like an expert speedrunner, especially for bosses, like, you know, he did Mario in like 5 minutes flat, kind of thing. But like it's one of those things where this boss is all about time. He even said it flat out to me. He was like, this level, it was so infuriating. You can't even speedrun it. One of those things where you have to take your time with it. Because if you don't, you're gonna die. If you go too fast, the trucks won't, you know, keep up with you and you're gonna die. If you go too slow, you're gonna die. There's this middle ground where you have to kind of be on, and if you can't do that middle ground in this level, then you're gonna die. And regardless of whether or not you beat the game, you know, that's another thing. Like this game, if you beat it, it gives you 200 gamer score, which is, compared to all the other games I've played, has been the highest game, like ending game type of thing credit that I've ever seen at any type of game. And it's literally a diamond achievement to pass this game. I mean, you know how hard it is for that? Like, whenever I pass the steampunk world to go before going to hell, all that I know is that it only said there was 4.79% of gamers who actually got to that level, which is fucking insane. 4.979% of people who play this on Xbox got to that. That's not a lot. That's literally, like, out of 100 people, that's only about 4.79. So only about 5 people out of 100. Okay? That's not a lot. That means 95-ish% of people who play this don't actually get past World 8. Which is insane. Especially since, like, this game is so much fun, except for this boss fight right now. But in general, I really did enjoy this game. So even if I don't pass, because this is going to be the final episode. What you're watching right now is going to be the final episode. Meaning that right now I'm kind of giving a review, and you're kind of watching me fail. But I will probably definitely pass this level on my free time. And probably talk a little bit about it in the next Xbox game I play, or in the next game that I play. That way you guys get at least a little bit more of a review, but I'm doing my review kind of now because there's probably no way I'll be able to pass this level. I'm just going to say that now. I could barely pass the other ones as it is, so I highly doubt I'm going to be able to pass this one. But anyway, so my whole entire thing is that this game just generally it was a great concept. It really reminds me of, oh my god, what's the game? Like Frogger? Yeah, I think it's called Frogger. You know, the one with the frog that bounces on like the sticks and that type of thing, or like the logs to pass across the river and that type of thing. This is what this game reminds me of, just kind of a more like not as forward kind of game as that. But I did enjoy the concept. If there was a ClusterTruck 2, I'd probably play it. This is one of those games where I know for a fact that there's a very slim chance that I'm going to be able to complete the game. Kind of like, because I really wanted to complete this game, but the thing is it's hard, at least the final level of it, and I really enjoyed playing it up to this point, even if I do end up not being able to complete the final boss, which, you know, like I said, we're doing right now. It was at least fun while it lasted. That being said, if I could at least press the button once, I would be happy. I don't think I'm going to be able to press it more than once, because you're supposed to press it twice. I'm not going to say I regret playing the game, because I definitely don't. I feel like it was just in my right amount of rage. And eventually, I actually do want to play on the channel getting over it, because I heard that game is very ragey, and I've watched people rage. I watched Markiplier rage at it, so I kind of want to do my same and rage at the game. So, yeah. I definitely think that there were some levels that were a little bit buggy, in the sense of, like, generally either there was not enough trucks spawning, or it was almost barely passable, or like you needed some kind of third party, I guess, to kind of pass it, or some type of resource in order to pass it, especially when it comes to like any of the kind of, I wouldn't say the steampunk ones, but definitely some of the oh my god, whatchamacallit, the sci-fi ones. It was one of those ones where when you had to jump through holes, especially, where if you dared even get close, it would kick you, or it would say like level failed, or like if you didn't have kind of like a slow down kind of speed thing, you wouldn't be able to pass the level. And I felt that that was kind of a little bit cheeky, especially for, there's like literally an achievement that you get for beating the game without abilities. And you can't do that without having an ability, really. I mean, there are technically ways that you can, but it would just be so difficult. And I don't think that anyone would be able to really do it, unless they like really studied it and like played it for hours and hours and hours. And I don't think this game, like I said, I stream it for about 10 to 20 minutes at a time. Whenever I edit it on YouTube, you only really see a little gist of it. You don't really get to see a whole bunch of it. But you know, in general, I stream for about 20 minutes. I play this game off camera for about an hour or so a day. I would say in total I've played this game for probably about 8 hours. And you know, now that I'm at this final boss, and I've been playing this for about 20-ish, this boss fight for just 20 to 25 minutes-ish, and I've not even been able to get remotely close to pressing the button, is kind of a letdown. I definitely feel like the game developers should do it a little bit less. Like, you know, I might even like, I wouldn't say email them, but like I definitely want to try to get them to do at least 2 game modes, because I feel like level 9 should be like the last one, and then level 9-10 obviously is what we're playing right now. And I feel like that level should be one of those ones where you can choose easy mode or hard mode. Like I've said before about 1,000,000 times in this episode, but it's true. Especially with how difficult this level is, having to hit the button twice, and generally just having to bounce on trucks. It's hard. It's harder especially whenever it comes to bouncing off of these trucks. Because if you miss a bounce, or if a truck fucks you up, you're fucked, essentially. But anyway, guys, there's no way I'm gonna be able to pass this level, but it was really fun trying, at least. And yes, this is the final episode. I'm sorry if you guys wanted me to see me. Sorry if you guys wanted me to see. I can't even speak. I'm sorry if you guys wanted me to pass the level so that you can see exactly what this level is or that type of thing. But there's no way I'd be able to do it, and I generally don't want to, you know, do multiple episodes of just the same exact thing. If I do end up passing it, I will definitely say in a future video or something that I do. But yeah, anyway, guys, leave a comment below on what games I'm playing next. Because I'd be willing to play a lot more games, especially games like this, or like I was looking into games kind of like Stanley Parable, because I really do like games like that. So if you guys know any good games kind of like Stanley Parable, or oh my god, what's it called, the Beginner's Guide type games, please let me know, because I would be so willing to play those types of games, because I really enjoy the concept of them. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.